Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday to everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hope you guys had a great week this week. It's your all's Friday. It's my Thursday. That's right. Tomorrow is going to be my Friday, and we are going to be I'm wrapping up my work week tomorrow. And this is the Friday, I guess, for streaming purposes, but for the purposes of my work, this is Thursday. So, yeah, guys, welcome. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Looks like we do have some ATC online today, not out of Atlanta, but going into Memphis. We have Memphis Center and Approach online, so that'll be nice. Pretty quick flight for us today, only about 58 minutes of airtime. And an hour and a half from gate to gate. So let's get everything started, shall we? Let's go ahead into the FMC. Now, again, this... Let me go back to the menu. Because I saw the stairs outside already. And it's already making me angry. Jetway, there we go. Okay. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna be Delta 1700. Okay. Apparently I don't have. Alright. Vu Fan, man, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Memphis Center has a great staff. Been doing some GA stuff lately. They've been super cool and letting me get flight following. Nice, dude. Getting flight following is great practice. That's awesome, man. Sim brief alias. I wish I could just... What? Wait. Wait, can I just maybe... Oh, yes, I can. Okay. So let's see. We just did that. Let's request it now. I did. Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Oh, save preferences. There we go. Okay, wait. Also, let me see. Altitude feet, meters, knots, inches, pounds. Great. Sign in. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know why I got signed out of everything, and there must have been an update or something to the PMDG. I'm doing this on my phone. Stand by. Welcome, 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 guys, to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Like I said, we are multi-streaming. Feel free to go to Twitch and, okay, dude, my freaking, like, are my blue light glasses, like, stopping it from recognizing who I am? Mandela, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. I believe that means it's a follow on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. We need all the followers we can get on Twitch. We're trying to kind of build the brand over there on Twitch, so I really appreciate you guys following over there. So if you don't mind, that'd be great. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay. All right, well, we're signed in on Navigraph. Let's see. There we go. Delta 1700. This is a real-world Delta flight that heads on over to Memphis. I think I don't know if it was exactly this flight, but I took a flight from Delta to Memphis, or from Atlanta to Memphis, probably about a year ago now. So... They do. This is obviously real world. Mr. Emirates, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? Let me see. Tango Lima. We are filed on VATSIM again. Delta 1700. Here we go. Request. Okay. Okay. There we go. Set the payload. Set the fuel. Set the route. And let's get GSX with some boarding. Boarding
requested.
Delta. Let's see what happens out here. It's good the sound isn't off the charts right now. Let's go ahead and start up the APU while we have the chance. Start it up, and let's get to nav mode. Yaw damps can stay on. Fuel pumps can stay off for now. Oh, the battery can come on. Sure, I guess. Didn't even realize that wasn't on. Seatbelts coming on. Window heats can come on. Yes, go ahead and
Do you want
attach
to
that
board
now.
crew?
Not yet, and we'll wait on those until we're done. Those are on steady. Those are good there. We're cruising at flight level 360 today. And Memphis landing elevation is 341 feet. We'll set it to 350. Works for me.
Hello,
I'm here,
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Mr. Emirates. It was a nice week of work. Tomorrow's an off day. I can do some off day flying, so I'll be getting paid a little bit extra for that, so that'll be nice. Yeah, it was a nice week. Great, nice captain today. I love, I flew the guy today that I just absolutely love. So it was great.
Passengers boarding started.
And, yeah,
Departure
so it was a
check
good day.
completed. Bypass
Captain,
pin
what's up, man?
inserted.
Welcome to the stream. Forgot I have to refresh when you start. Why is that? Why do you have to refresh whenever I start something with the stream? Let's activate the flight plan. Oh, yeah, Captain. This is Delta, too. This is big time for you. You love this, huh? So everything is set, it looks like, over here. Let's go to departures. Let's see what Atlanta is using for departures today. ATIS 26 left, 27 right. 27 right would be the best runway for us realistically. So 27 right we're going to go with. And we're going to be on the NASA 2.
Welcome on board.
There it is, NASA 2 with the
Hello.
Chukka transition. There we go, go ahead and set up all that stuff. Memphis going in there, 18 center on the, what is that? Vanzy 3 with the Wacer transition. And we'll go ahead and execute all of that. Great, looks good. Glad to hear super pumped for my vacation. JFK to the Bahamas. Nice, Mr. Emirates, that sounds fun. Whenever I leave it open, you start after refresh to tap my computer. Oh, interesting. Okay. I knew my Southwest VA flight. Nice, Mexican Aviator. Spirit is better. You guys. Crazy, you two. All right, we'll go ahead and set the GPS position. We will request perfinite stuff from them. Let's go to the B key for some auto altimeter setting. And let's step through our departure real fast, make sure everything looks good. Top altitude on the SID's 1010,000, which is already set. And I believe that's probably going to be close. No, it's the other way. 27 right's 275 heading on the way out of here.
Good afternoon.
So it's at 275, and we'll get to that whenever we get there. Flight director auto throttle can get armed. And let's take a look here. So we're going to be outbound to 1527 direct to Slaw, so 1527 Slaw, and then on depicted route to NASA, Wessex Energer. Where does it go? Where the frick is Slaw? Oh, straight out. Okay, Slaw, Wessex, NASA Energer, and then Chook, and then we're outbound on the arrival, and then we'll be inbound on the or on the departure, and then inbound on the arrival into Memphis. Everything looks good there. Go ahead and load up all that stuff. Slammer Air's the GOAT. Yeah, that's right.
Welcome on board.
Mr. Emmett's gonna have to go with Delta. Delta's the only good American airline. Whoa. Whoa.
Good afternoon.
All right, let's go ahead and set all of that. All that looks good in there, except for the cruise. I mean, if we can get up there, we'll maybe go, but we'll see. Let's come over here and take a look at some of our performance information. Insert from OFP. Nope. Okay, we're gonna go 27 right.
Hello.
From aircraft import weather. Calculate all of that. Take off 44 degrees on the cell temp. Take off 1. I think I have to go 44 degrees and then take off 1. Yeah. Flaps 5. That's our CG, and there's all of our V speeds. 142 V2 is what we're doing on the way out of here. So, all that stuff looks good to me. 487 on the trim, almost to 5.
Pass, please.
Haven't been in a U.S. carrier, so I don't know. JetBlue's unreliable. They cancel my flights, have me wait 12 hours. Well, JetBlue, they overbook. a lot, so that does suck. We are going to, first of all, set the parking brakes. Second of all, find the Atlanta CTAF frequency. You guys chose this flight today. I was stuck between the Delta 737 and the and an Embraer flying for Republic Ops, but we chose the Delta 737 today from a poll in the Discord chat. I don't know why. There's just something about the Delta 737 in particular. Like, it's just a classic. Like, they don't even have the they don't have the Max. You know, they barely have the Neos. Like, it's just, there's something about the Delta 737. It's just a classic. So we like it. We're gonna be Delta 1700 on the way out of here, and we are a 737-800 today. And we'll do .CTAF Atlanta and CU 19-1. That's auto ATC 3535. Is that right? Yeah, 3535 on the squawk for our flight today. 3535 TARA. And 19-1 was it, I think, for our departure frequency? That is correct. 19-1. So go ahead and set up all that and work on our push to talk button here as well. Okay, there we go. Great. Prove the Delta 737. Can't wait for the 757. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the Delta 757, dude. We're gonna go so crazy. I can't wait for the 767 in this simulator. Hello, did we not start up the APU? All right, well, let's wait on the pushback then. I definitely thought we started the APU up, but see, it's like not starting. Okay, now it sounds like it's going. The Delta 757 and the Delta 767, we are going to go crazy on some Delta 757, 767 ops. Whenever those planes come out, dude. So exciting. Flying Delta 321, 175, and 739 next week. Oh, in real life. Nice. Okay. 26 routes to fly with the 757. Multiple legs per stream every day, 8 hours a day. Holy smokes, man. I salute your dedication. Let's prepare pushback and departure now, as we are pretty much ready to rock and roll here. Yes, you're good to release the ground power now. I like that this at least asks you. Unlike New Sky, where it just freaking releases it on you. So we'll go ahead and turn on the AC, which we're going to turn off here in just a second, unfortunately. And we'll hit the beacon light as well, and we're going to have to do our chocks. Recharge it, release all, door management, close all. We're gonna go nose to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Woo, that's a good looking 737 right there. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Give me this perf page back. All right, and we're gonna get rid of the packs once again. Passengers are ticked. They just got the air back. There we go. Let's go engine number 2 to ground. JFK IRL Monday morning. Nice. Love Delta trading cards. I have 52 so far. Jeez. You fly Delta that much? Did I do something stupid? I think that needs to be at least... Yeah, okay. Need more cards. Just got a 350 card. Nice last week. Nice. Fuel engine number 2. You have the beautiful Boris sound pack. We should anyway. Let's actually go outside. Viva Ops. We've retired the Viva Ops, unfortunately.
Please set parking brake.
Wilco. Alright, guys, set the parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
When we have a good engine start, you can go away.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Engine 1 to start now. Fueled engine 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright, so you heard the starter switch
Left is clear,
disengage. We can get
right
the engine
is clear.
generators on. We can get our packs back on. Yaw damper can come on. And probe heats can come on. Everything is good where it's at now. We go get the APU off. And we're going to go flaps to 5 degrees. We'll go on this side so we can see them go away. One of my biggest problems with this plane actually is this animation. This is just a lot. Like, realistically, this looks like flaps like 15. Like, flaps 5 only comes out to probably like there. Like, maybe like right here. But, anyway. Auto brake RTO. And with that, let's get the taxi lights on. Park brakes released. Let's go. Delta's got their logo on the winglets. That could look clean. That could look stupid. Like Americans got some with the some of the 737s with their logo on the winglets, and I don't know, it looks all right. All right, we're gonna taxi on Lima the whole way. Atlanta traffic Delta 1700 taxi runway 27 right on Lima, Atlanta. I don't know if the stream's gonna sound weird or not, but I finally got an AC machine in here. One of the window units, so I don't know if it's loud or not, but it's going in the back right now. Yeah, that's definitely the sound pack. Listen to that, bro. That's insane. That sounds so good. Clear right, clear left, going left. The sounds are so good. 8320 fan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? Yes, this is the Boris sound pack. Oh. Let's let him spool up a little bit. Oh my gosh, dude, I feel like I'm here. Jeez. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a solid week. Yeah, can't complain. Hit 900 hours this week. Should be right around 950 by the end of the month, which puts me somewhere to hit 1,000 right in the middle of July. So that's a big number for me. So yeah, we'll see. How about you? was gonna do something in here. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. It just sounds so good. I love it. 12,390 foot runway is runway 27 right. That is a massive, massive runway, guys. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1700, taking runway 27 right for departure. Going to be on the NASA 2 Atlanta. Nobody out there on final, so we are going to go ahead and take the runway. It is all ours. Let's get some togas in the chat here, guys, as we get our landing lights on. Rest of our lights that we need to get on as well. Takeoff configuration should be all good to go. Let's absolutely boogie out of here, guys. We'll take it on the roll. Spool them up, Fitty. Oh, Fitty's like right in there. And toga. Yo! Oh my gosh, dude. Airspeed's alive, 80 knots. Cross check. I love going to the window view in this 737 in particular because I've definitely done most of my flying like in the real world on a 737 in the back like that. And it just sounds so real, dude. That was aggressive. Here's coming up. Outside view. Alright, a little aggressive there. Should be pretty much a straight out departure today. We're going to go ahead and have VNAV. We're well through our 400 feet at this point. Sounds are so good, Ethan. Butter, 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 butter. Was that a butter takeoff? Is that a thing? That beeping you're hearing is the outer marker. Might have been, actually, it was probably the inner marker. Let's go flaps 1. And at this point, probably flaps clean. I mean, jeez. Jeez. I just feel like I'm there. Alright, flaps are up, indicated gear is up, and it would be locked, but I can't lock it, so it is what it is. And then I don't know. We need a pilot Luke version of the 737. That's the outer marker. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1700, departing the pattern to the west on the NASA 2 last call, Atlanta. Alright, so we're going to go to Unicom for now. And then we'll go to Memphis Center here in a little bit. How soon is a little bit, though? Probably 20 minutes or so. We'll go ahead and get the autopilot on, and we'll climb maintain flight level 360, which I think this might have had me at 380. Let me see. The cruise 380. I just don't think how perfect that is. I don't think we have enough time to get to 380, honestly. I mean, it's an hour flight, maybe, but we'll just do 360 for now, and if we desire 380, we can go up to 380. What does it say? 2980 erase whatever. Can you erase that message? That's for sure. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like my virtual co-pilot? All right. Who is your virtual co-pilot? Well, guys, as much darkness as there is in the world right now with the Air India thing and everything going on in the Middle East, let's not forget who's in charge of everything. The Lord in heaven, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. We're going to go and get our lights off. Logos off, wing lights off. And we'll probably get our seatbelt signs off to get the cruise. Woo! And Memphis Center, when we get there, is going to be on 3255. 55. So that's all set up for us. You know, you get to a point when you fly, when you're familiar with a place, and obviously I know that's something that maybe is a little bit more unique to the job that I'm doing, and you know, whenever I stop doing this job, I won't be in and out of the same airports so much, I guess. But anyway, whenever you get in and out of the same places so much, that's what you do basically, is you, when you're on one frequency, so like, you know, let's say, you know, we're sitting on the ramp in Dulles, you know, you have the clearance frequency plugged in and the ramp frequency is next. You get your clearance, you flip it to the ramp frequency, and then you put the ground frequency in right then and there, because again, you just know it, right? You just have it memorized, or you can just look at the chart, but you know, when you do it so much, you just have it memorized. And then it's time to go to ground after you call ramp for your taxi and everything like that. Then you switch to ground, and they'll give you instructions to get all the way to the runway. And then you plug the tower in as soon as you switch to ground. And then usually at Dulles, at least, they don't tell you to switch the tower, so you can just switch the tower at some point, and then immediately plug in the departure frequency, and then you plug in the departure or then you get clear for takeoff and everything, and then you get switch over to departure. You switch departure frequency, and then usually there's another departure frequency, and then you switch it, and like you just keep setting the next frequency over and over again. Is just how that usually ends up working. You know, one of the biggest videos that I want to do at some point is a video about just different approach types and whatnot, and RNF approaches and ILS approaches, precision approaches, non-precision approaches. So keep your eyes out for that at some point. Yeah, that's a solid video. And we're going to do this before we get to Memphis Center, just so we don't have to mess with it, I guess. But, just so we don't have to compete with missing center or anything like that. But anyways, we're going to do the verse of the day today. And it's, again, a very encouraging verse for the time period that it seems like we're in. So Colossians 1:13, for he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son that he loves. Again, guys, just the number one thing to remember throughout all this, anything you could ever go through in life, because, you know, we're not unique to war, our generation. Our generation isn't unique to violence and unrest and protests and plane crashes. And our generation, these are, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. That's something else that's biblical. There's nothing new under the sun. You know, you're never going to, I mean, very rarely are you going to be the first person to ever experience something, right? Especially when it comes to pain and suffering. But there's hope in that. And that hope is in Jesus. And this verse here tells us, for he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness. You know, God, Jesus was fully God and fully man. Like, he didn't have to come down here and save us from our sins, but he did anyway. And that's just the kind of God that he is. That's just the kind of thing that he does. So yeah, guys, like I said, he came down here and because he wanted to, because he loves us and rescued us from the dominion of darkness. And he brought us into the kingdom of the Son that he loves. And now let's take a look at Enduring Word to see if we're missing anything there. I think this is a pretty straightforward verse, but just want to make sure. Colossians 1:13. It's kind of right in the middle of this breakdown that it has on Enduring Word. Our verse is it's broken up into 12 through 14. So our verse is right in the middle there. Giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in the light. He has delivered us from the power of darkness and conveyed us into the kingdom of the Son of his love, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins. So again, delivered us from the power of darkness. Christians have been delivered from Satan's domain. The word has the idea of a rescue by a sovereign power. Another place where the same phrase is used for the power of darkness is Luke 22:53, where Jesus spoke of the power or of the darkness surrounding his arrest and passion in the same terms. Now, I wanted to see what this one meant. At the end, where it talks about the Son that he loves. So it says, according to Barclay, the word we translate conveyed had a special significance in the ancient world. When one empire conquered another, the custom was to take the population of the defeated empire and transfer it completely over to the conqueror's land. It is in this sense that Paul says we've been conveyed to God's kingdom. Everything we have and everything we do is belong to him. So we're literally like, he's conquering our sin. He's conquering our old lives, and we're like transferring our lives to this new life in Christ. So basically that's what he's talking about there in that last part of the verse. So yeah, guys, great stuff. Oh man, Memphis approach just got off. Hopefully Memphis Center doesn't, but we'll see. Michael, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. 737 Max when? Good question, Michael. We'll see. It depends what kind of ops we do next. Depends what kind of ops we do next. How did this... Slammer 737 Max ops, Ryanair ops. We did Ryanair 737 stuff already. Granted, it was a while ago. Does British have any 737 Maxes? Speed bed? Yes. Maybe we'll do a Speedbird 737 Max. One to go. Let's no, never mind. I was gonna say let's try that 380. It's gonna put us right at the top of these clouds, it looks like, but top descent's coming up anyway, so I guess we might as well start getting ready for that too. Michael, I've been good, man. How have you been? Been flying. I was saying earlier I'm about to hit 1,000 hours, which down here in the States, that's a big number for us. So ILS 111.95 is set. The course is going to be 180. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Does 1,500 even mean anything to you guys? 657 on the mins. Oh, well, Michael, see, that's the nice thing about me or about my situation is I am going to have a 4-year degree in aviation management. I put that in quotes. I'm going to have a 4-year degree, so my ATP time actually is 1,000. So that will be my ATP minimums, I guess you could say. All right, let's get the seatbelt sign off for a little bit. Seatbelt sign is off for now, even though it probably realistically wouldn't, as we're just kind of right in the top of the clouds here. Might be kind of bumpy realistically through here. That's everything set. Just make sure that that matches with our nav rad. Is there no nav? What? Am I stupid? There it is. 195, 180 final approach course. Flaps 40 will do 135. There we go. Looks good. And the beautiful thing is about Boeing is we can just go ahead and bug up 2,000 feet at Jaldo. It's our final approach fix, and set it and forget it. And it'll do our descent for us here in a little bit. Beautiful scenery right now. Oh, did they get off? Memphis Center got off. Michael, what's the next step for you? Where do you want to go? Just took off out of Baltimore? Nice. Mexican Aviator, are you in 2020 or 2024 with that? How is Baltimore? Because last time I was there, it was an absolutely horrendous experience flying out of Baltimore. So, what do you think? Air Canada, then retire. Nice, Michael. Do you want to do long haul eventually or no? Probably towards the middle of my career, I'll do long haul. Michael says, nice. Yeah, it's fair. Harrison, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. It's a good scenery. I got the Latin VFR. Oh, really? Is it payware? Dude, I feel like I would do so many more Baltimore ops if the scenery was good. But, like, it's terrible. At least the default one. It's going to be a cram at or below flight level 230, which it knows about, so I'm hoping it's going to hit it, but we'll see. I am using the Protest Sim throttles right now as well for my Bravo throttle quadrant attachments. It's they're great. I love them. So if you guys want to pick yourself up a pair. Rainbow down there. All right, let's check out the Memphis. $19.7. Okay. So CTAF frequency in Memphis is going to be 19.7. It was 19.1 leaving Atlanta, so that's a bit silly. We'll go just leave that up. And should be coming up on our top of descent very, very shortly here. Like I said, nice quick flight going into Memphis today.
Memphis traffic November 3, Mike, pick up 18 right for departure to the east on the Gap 7 Memphis traffic.
Sounds like we just hit our top of descent. We're spooling on down. Something I like about Southwest Virtual is the interactive co-pilot, friendly, or it actually makes me feel like I'm not lonely. Does he like ask you questions and stuff? No. See what the weather's doing here in Memphis. 220 at 10, gusting 21. Broken at 4,500. So, VFR. It's pretty cool. There's a flight going out of Memphis right now. American 33 and an MD-80 going up to Charlotte. That's pretty sweet. That's cool. You got a little 2 flight of F-22s coming down to Memphis from Nashville doing 952 knots at 50,000 feet. That's insane. They're 50,000 feet. They're like 20 miles from Memphis. I don't know what they're doing. At least you're here. Yeah, Mexican Aviator. We could be each other's co-pilots. I wanted to get into some military flying on here. I think the extent of that would go to the C-17 though, and we saw how that went last time. It was not good. Shared cockpit stream win.
Raptor 1 flight of 2
There he is.
We're about 47 nautical miles to the west inbound freestyle.
Okay, so they're 50 miles out. But still, they're 50 miles out. They're at 26,000 feet already? They were just at 50. Literally, whenever I mentioned that, they were at 50,000 feet. That's crazy, bro. Hard Joss, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? Shared cockpit stream when, dude? Shared cockpit is an absolute disaster. I've tried to set up 2 different group flights, and none of you guys want to do it, so I tried. The MD-80 is departing Memphis now. That's pretty sweet. I'm starting to get more of a soft spot for like the older planes, like the MD-80s and the MD-11s, stuff like that. Doing good, Hard Joss. It's actually been a pretty decent week so far. Thank you for saying the same. Thank you for saying the same thing I said about shared cockpit. Yeah, shared cockpit's terrible. Because also, like, there's things that you can't do. There's things that you can't do as like the pilot monitoring that the pilot monitoring in real life should be able to do. It's just, and then the pilot flying, same thing. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's not really the same. Harder said you rescheduled the group flight like an hour and a half before it was going to start last time. I don't recall that. However, I don't doubt that I would do something like that, but I still scheduled it. It was still scheduled. Microsoft needs to step their game up. Yeah, I've actually never, I wasn't even actually talking about the native. Is there native shared cockpit in 2024? I wasn't even talking about that. I was just talking about the, what's it called? Your controls, I think. The auto connect one. It's fine. Really, it's fine. Yeah, your controls sucks. Yeah, it does suck. Because nobody said anything. I said in the chat that day, I said, like this message if you guys want to do the group flight, and nobody liked it. So I was like, okay, nobody's going to do it, so I'm not going to do the group flight today. And then I did try to reschedule it for a week later, and Limp was like, I'm going to push it in the chat, and I should have pushed it more too. But same thing. I did it earlier in the morning. I was like, is anybody going to do the group flight? Nobody said anything, so I was like, all right, group flight's canceled again. Anyway, rough day for golf. Hardjaw says, Hardjaw, a rough day of golf is better than a good day of work any day, but I get what you're saying. What'd you shoot? What is a rough day of golf for Mr. Hardjoss? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Those Raptors are at 3,000 feet now. Oh shoot, we gotta get the seatbelt signs on too. It's been pretty smooth, I think, thus far. Love that you can like hear the fuel pumps kind of going in the background too. Is the MD-80 worth getting? I heard it's pretty trash, isn't it? Bro, like if we had a 717, like that'd be pretty sweet. I feel like the CRJ is what made me kind of get into kind of the older planes. And I feel like it's been great. Like I've been loving that CRJ and how like manual and hands-on it is.
Raptor 1 flight of 2 is turning final runway 18 left. Full stop.
Just a range day, Hardjaw says. Fair enough. Range days can be frustrating. Range days for me, like, sometimes like I'll start off strong, and like once I hit like too many balls, that's just it. Like I just hit too many balls, and like I can't hit a good one after that. Yesterday I shot 27 over on a par 3 course for 9 holes. Well, Hardjaw, that's great dedication that you keep that score, to be honest with you. So that's great. A lot of dedication in this chat today. I guess we could set up some distance rings going in here. So we are doing everything ourselves. I guess I don't need, let me do this. What's your handicap? Dude, honestly, I haven't really played like at all this year. I don't have my phone on me. I literally just plugged it in the other room because my charger in here broke. I want to say I'm somewhere in like the 16 to 17 range. Like I'm not very good either. No, the 16, 17, that's crazy high, isn't it? That's like ridiculously high. Let me see. Now I have to go look because I can't have that out there. Let me go. I'll be right back.
And Memphis traffic, Raptor 1, flight of 2, we'll be exiting runway 18 left. To the left, we'll be taxiing for the international bar right ahead, Memphis traffic.
Okay.
We're
18 birdies has me down as a 15. What the heck? 18 birdies has me as a 15 handicap, so pretty mid. make sure to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Appreciate everybody being here. Go check out the stream on Twitch as well. !Twitch in the YouTube. Better than all my friends. How long have I been golfing? Few years. I don't know. What up? 5 years maybe? I don't know. But spotty. I mean, I really don't golf that much. Like, I've played maybe twice this year. I would love to play more than that, but golf's getting more and more expensive, and I keep getting less and less money, so those two don't add up. Altimeter setting here in Memphis is going to be 29901, almost standard. Oh. And 318 thou. Let's go ahead and get standard setting. Guys, why are 23% of my viewers 65 and older? That is the highest demographic. People that are watching my videos, guys. Do people that are 65 and older even have YouTube? What are we? Fan says we the flight sim community are just old souls. I guess so. This is an old man thing to do, I guess. Oh my gosh. All are welcome here. All are welcome here. Even if you're old. Guys, it's really okay that we can't meet the speed restrictions, I promise. I feel like this has been just like... I know the cruise phase was just generally kind of fast, but like I feel like the descent and the climb out was so slow. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, chat. Maybe that's just me. All right, 3,000 at Hexen is the lowest altitude on the Star. We're gonna go ahead and bump it back up to 30 degrees of bank. And we're kind of in the 45 to the downwind right now, and we're enjoying the downwind and make it all right. Memphis traffic Delta 1700. We're about 30 miles to the east. Inbound runway 18 center on the Vanzy 3 Memphis traffic. Love this guy here. TPC 2022 and a 172, 4,500 feet, 107 knots, just ripping steep turns out here in Memphis. I love it. Absolutely love it. That's what I did. That's what you should do for sure. Oh, this guy's coming into Memphis from Indianapolis. MZN 662. I don't even know what is that. Let me see. Oh, it's Amazon. Okay, so he's a freighter. Surely. Or not, I don't know. What frequency is he on? 22.8. Alright, Holden, let's see if you can guess this. I got this worship song stuck in my head. What song is this? What song is that? You can hum to Google and it tells you what it is. Well, don't cheat. We'll get the HUD down for this approach. I put it in the thumbnail, I might as well. Might as well use it. Coming through 10,000 feet, we'll get our landing lights on. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like how would you maybe just do these until you're like clear to land type thing? That's what we're gonna do. I'm definitely gonna forget though, I always forget. Drawn up I think it's just called faithfulness. Faithful now. Oh no, faithful then, faithful now. Faithful then, faithful now. I might get copyrighted, I don't know. Alright, let's descend and maintain 3,000 ASAP. Alright, 3,000 feet a minute might be a bit aggressive. Yeah, it's a fun song in general, for sure. Do we need to do 3,000 feet a minute? Low-key, kinda. Maybe 25 we can get away with. Holy smokes, it got dark up in here. Yeah, get these down. Well, it's supposed to be broken, not freaking dark as all get out. See, for my hardware, this is all the way up for the speed brakes. Oh well. There, where's the center display one? I could have sworn date was right here. Oh wait, they might be. Oh, here they are. I thought that would be. Oh, here it is, upper DU. Here it is. Alright, there we go. Well, at least breaking out of it a little bit. Alright, we can maybe do 2,000 feet a minute. Everybody can relax a little bit. Memphis traffic, Delta 1700 left down, one runway 18 center, Memphis traffic. We're going to go ahead and center up our heading bug and do heading mode. One to go. And we're going to try to get this thing slowed up. Try to pull this thing back to like 180. I think under 250 we can start doing flaps, right? Yeah, flaps to 5 at 250. Auto brake 2. We got this Amazon guy coming in, dude. I don't know what runway he's using. I don't know what's going on with him, but we'll see. Speed brakes can go away. Let's go ahead and get a left turn. Maybe go flaps. I don't know even know what the speed is for flaps 15 or flaps 10, but we're going to do it. Memphis traffic, Delta 1700 in the left base, runway 18 center to Memphis. Hot approach fix is, what was it, Judd code did I say? Jaldo? Jaldo, that works. This works out nicely for Jaldo then. VRF speed 135. We can go ahead and bug that up. Let's go ahead and gear down. Get the. There we go. Speed brake arm. All right, Holden. Have a nice rest of your night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Safe travels. Arm our approach mode. Hopefully this guy's not using 18 center. Which we should actually probably keep the speed up a bit for him. At least maybe do like 170 for a bit. What are the flap speeds here? What can I go to? 25 at 190. We're only at flaps 50. Let's go to flaps 25 for now. And we can go to we can go to 30 realistically too. Like a 230 heading for now. Maybe 220 if I can get away with it. 210. Get away with 210. Ooh, we're high. Oh, Jaldo's at 2,000. Oh no. Flaps 30. We're gonna have to go through this. Start pulling that speed back to 135-ish. Some speed brakes would be nice. Memphis traffic, Delta 1700, turn to final runway 18 center, Memphis. Flaps 40. And let's just hand fly this bad boy for now. I'm gonna like no, it is what it is. Auto throttles, we're just gonna take them. And autopilot's coming off as well. Let's get some landing rates in the chat here, guys. What do we think? What do we think? We gotta catch back up to that glide step, so we're kind of just gonna dive and drive this bad boy. Auto brakes are armed. Little 1,400 foot per minute descent never hurt anybody. All right. Let's get them up to like 60% on the N1s. See where that gives us. I think this guy did go for the center runway.
1,000.
Sorry, we'll try to be off as quickly as possible. Even though there's literally 4 other runways he could take, but we're going to be exiting to the right. Memphis traffic, Delta 1700, short final runway 18 center, Memphis. Be a little high again, let's correct that. Catching back up to it. This HUD can be awfully distracting at times, but
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh no. And we lost center line. Oh geez. Alright, it is what it is. Not terrible. Definitely could have been worse. No screams. Something we're pretty accustomed to around here. Oh, the claps. Okay, alright. And we'll go manual brakes. I didn't mean to stop. Memphis traffic Delta 1700, clear of all runways, taxi back to the ramp. Last call, Memphis. Yeah, and actually the ramp is like right here, it looks like, so pretty perfect. The center runway is always the best runway to take. Alright, as we get clear here, let's just go ahead and reorient ourselves. Let's get our... Yep, see, we never turn our landing lights on. That's why I don't do that. Get rid of those. APU to go to start. Anti-collision lights are on. Those are going to come back to steady. Logo lights coming off. Wing lights coming off. And let's just hold that, I guess? I don't know what the deal with the APU is right now. Auto brakes can come off. And did the APU start up? It did start up, okay. So we'll start moving in towards the ramp. So I wonder, can you turn the engine bleeds off then at this point? Because it always complains about having dual bleeds on. Love, love, love the 737 with the Boris sound packs. Dude, we haven't been able to fly using the night lighting mod, the ramp lighting mod that we put in. We haven't flown at night yet, so I'm going to try to do that at some point soon here. Landing rate didn't get one, Michael. They clapped, though. They clapped, so... Alright, parking brakes are set. We can get the taxi light off. Engine gens are going to stay off. Everything is set for us to go ahead and shut down the engine, so let's go ahead and do that. And GSX, let's get some deboarding.
The boarding requested.
And under 10% N1 once we get there, we'll go ahead and shut the beacon light off and they can approach the aircraft. And, oh, I thought I turned the wing lights off, but I turned them on. My bad. Logo lights can stay on, I guess. Alright, guys, welcome to Memphis. That is pretty much going to do it for today's stream and for the week. I'll be actually for the week. Yeah, I'll probably be back. Let's see, they just gave us ground power. Let's see if we can... Doesn't even really register. So it's fine. Oh, it did. There it is. We'll go GPU, APU off, fuel pumps off, hydraulics off, and bleeds can come off. So yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for today's stream, and that is going to be it for the week. I will be back next week at some point. I'm not exactly sure when just yet, but thank you guys so much for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out the stream and follow on Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much for your time, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.